Okay, I realize you cannot read the clock, but at the moment it says 9:55, and the date is Pizza Day. All right, it's 9:12. Yeah, and I did come back last night. I didn't video anything, so we won't be doing that pesky rollback that I do. Guess I can take these off now. Oh, I don't know if you can see this, but I've got rigging going on over here. Yeah, I guess little strands from the hot glue gun. That's one of the bad features of this this glue gun is that well, one thing is it kind of leaks, and then you get these strands going on. Hey. Could a person use something like that? I don't know. It's a thought. It's a thought. All right, let's move on here. Guess we're done with this. Okay, I'm a little bit excited to turn the page here today and move into step 63 and get into the boats. But speaking of excited, yesterday I wasn't excited to do anything on the ship for some reason. But I think that I should maybe be taking my little brush and going around in different places where we've got CA glue glinting through, or I notice, like, you probably can't see it, but yeah, in fact I know you can't see it because this thing's in your way. But this pulley up here is... it didn't get sprayed for some reason. Either that, or maybe it turned after we sprayed it. Anyway, I'm starting to get onto something that doesn't matter. Yeah, let's take our little paintbrush, excuse me, and go around with our. Now, careful reaching around. Okay, we'll take our number 22, and I think the other one was the 77. And we'll just touch up some spots here. I don't know if I'll be videoing it or not, but anyway, that's what I want to do right now. This was our sunrise this morning at pretty much the same time as the sun was peeking over the railing yesterday morning. And we had that nice sunrise. Well, I guess they can't all be, you might say, spectacular, because if they were, we wouldn't appreciate them when they are, if you know what I mean. Yeah, the only thing we see coming up over the bridge this morning is somebody jogging with their little kid coming behind on a bicycle, and a flock of geese. Well, I guess that was kind of nice. Now, I might be living a little bit dangerously here, but the holder downer, you can see it part way down the boom, is holding the boom so it doesn't move in and out of focus. So I want to be careful here I don't get too aggressive with my brush. And now the end of this boom is the number 77, whereas this turnbuckle, or not turnbuckle, but pulley, is the 22. But in order to get rid of this glint, I'm just going to use just the 77 here. And the fact that it's going to be, sort of two-toned, the pulley is going to be, half one and half the other. Okay, I think that once that dries, we're going to be rid of our glint. Okay, we'll just leave that one alone. About 3 minutes has passed here, and you can see it's already starting to dry out. Now you can see why I was worried. Okay, time is definitely marching on here. Let's clean out our paintbrush, which I haven't done yet, and we're going to do this one and this one with the number 22. Okay, at the risk of repeating myself, which I know I do a lot, this is diluted down pretty thin for the airbrush. So I know it looks like it's going on pretty thick here, like I'm basically flooding it on. But I'm pretty sure that once it dries, it will shrink wrap. Now I can't see the other side, so I'm just sort of assuming we need to touch it there. Okay, let's let that dry, and we'll move down to the bottom pulley. Okay, I'm noticing that my ISO is really cranked here, so I'm hoping this isn't too, you might say, pixelated or grainy. Gotta try and get in there. Oh, that wheel is loose. Well, the smart thing to do would be just try and paint the whole thing, right? Okay, I can see it from the top right now better than you can. And let's just go on the other side that I can't see, like that. Now let's just do this one here. Now maybe you can see in there where the pin is, or the pinion, or the whatever, better than I can. Now I do believe, once again, once this dries, it's going to be okay. It's definitely going to be better than it was. I mean, I could even notice it at arm's length. So it must have been bad. Okay, now here again we've got two different colors going on. We got the 77 on the pin and the 22 on the flange. And, you know, I can't get in there. The macro lens is in my way. I'm going to move the camera over onto the other side. You should pretty much have the same view, only it'll be opposite. Okay, that drops the ISO down from 10,000 to 4,500. I do believe that in this case it is improving the image. Sometimes I've found that I can actually get a better picture at a very high ISO, even though it is more pixelated or grainy. Now the camera was right here, and I just couldn't get in here, so that's why I moved it over to the other side. And to get all this set up, a little bit of time has passed, and I have cleaned out my brush. Otherwise it would be dry. Now, as I started to say, actually, okay, I know Tennessee Jim, Fred. Okay, no, we don't want to get too much on here. I just want to cover up that the base of the flange. Okay, once again, I think that once that dries, it's going to be all right. Now, right up here, let me check the monitor. Okay, right up here, I can get in here without breaking anything off. Just want to get that where that CA has been pooled on the top of the flange there, because when the light reflects off of it, like I realize that right now you've got light reflecting off of the wet paint, but before we had light reflecting off of the CA glue. Okay, now what am I going to do about this mess that I made down here at the base of the mast on the deck? That was the Revell glue, wasn't it? Yeah, what am I going to do there? I was thinking, if I was to have, painted it, a dark color, like maybe a dark 77, or even the off black that I have, it would look like a flange. I definitely got to do something there. So I'll think about it. Do you know what time it is? Did I ever mention that pizza day is a really hard day to keep it under 1,000 calories? Well, it's been worse. Well, there's always tomorrow. Okay, I just wanted to bring you up to date here before we close today's episode off and talk about the bird feeder, give you my latest thinking on it, and probably wondering, maybe you can't see it, well you will be able to in a minute, why have I got my manual attached to this milk jug? Okay, there is the pan, tilt, zoom camera. And my thinking now is that I am not going to have a separate camera over here all the time because it's just going to be too awkward to do that. I'm kind of worried about people possibly swiping it when they walk through the yard here. I know somebody's going to say, put up a fence. Well, no, I'm not going to put up a fence. But I want you to notice something. Right now the pan, tilt, zoom is zoomed in, you might say, on the manual. And unless it's gone out of focus, you should see that it's, it does pretty good. I mean, you can almost build the model ship by it. So if I use that camera, the bad part is that what I like to do now, you can't see it from your angle, but coyotes and what have you go on the berm there, and Anyway, that's the latest on the bird feeder. I'm thinking that I probably have enough of this kind of lumber down in my workshop that I can extend this, a little higher, and I'll put the bird feeder on top of it, and we'll just do what you might call a dry run. You know, I like to do dry runs. So anyway, that's the latest. We'll see what happens. I might work on it yet later this afternoon, or I might not. We'll just see how it goes. In the meantime, the pizza was sure good. Well, it had been my plan to go back to the model table and maybe paint the base of the mast there to make it look like a flange or something. However, we have run out of time, what with messing around with 3 audio and video tracks here and trying to get them all synced up. Yeah, it took more time than I thought. Thanks for watching, everybody, and all being well, we'll see you tomorrow.